The stories that we tell ourselves matters. We are the protagonist. We are the main character. We are the ones who decide how we're going to react to a breakup, to an economic challenge, disengagement from our family, loss of a job, etc. We are the ones who decide how we're going to navigate windfalls and deliciousness and awe, times of awe and times of reverence. We decide. Now, something I know for a fact, that my capacity to handle with grace and with wisdom hard times absolutely depends on the story I have inside of me about me. I'm the one who decides. That's why people go to therapy. That is why we go to workshops. That's why we go to retreats, to take apart, to excavate. And yes, it's arduous and, oh my God, sometimes extremely painful. But those of us who are willing to go in and take a sledgehammer to the foundation of ourselves that was created in a little kid's mind, if we're willing to do that, we become people who navigate life with much more ease, much more grace, and we move into our power. We move into our wisdom. We stop comparing ourselves to others. That becomes an old habit that just falls away from us. We stop interpreting experiences as having something to do with how much we suck. It's just the opposite. The challenge comes in, I know I don't suck. So that's one less thing I have to deal with, a very large thing that I do not have to deal with. I am a counselor, and so I deal with lots of folks that are having breakups. When the person has a breakup and they know they don't suck, I'm just using general terms here. They know they don't suck. The breakup is an entirely different experience. The meaning they place on the breakup has nothing to do with their worthiness. Their worthiness does not get factored in because it doesn't play. If the person goes through the breakup and they think that there's a real problem with themselves, like I'm not enough, this is clearly an example of why I'm insufficient. I'm deficient. There's something very wrong with me, or this breakup would not have occurred. That is suffering. That is suffering, and I know a lot of you know through your studies that suffering is optional. It's optional. The challenges that occur when they go through the filter of, I adore myself, I appreciate myself, I am worthy, I matter. This challenge that I'm going through is going to teach me, and I'm still going to grieve the loss of the relationship. I'm going to grieve it. Even if the relationship sucked, even if it even turned abusive, I'm going to, emotionally or otherwise, I'm going to look at this with a new meaning. He, she, the person who's leaving me, the person who's breaking up with me, the person that I'm breaking up with, does not decide my worth. Now we have an entirely different situation. We still have pain. We still have a little bit of, gee, Lee, man, whew. But we do not have, this is confirmation that I suck. And I will tell you that a lot of people will stay in relationships to avoid the thing that they're carrying around inside of themselves deeply. Avoid the confrontation of, I think I suck. As long as they're in this relationship, they don't suck. And it's a game. And it doesn't work for very long. It creates a great deal of suffering. If I'm the protagonist in my story, if I'm the one who decides how happy I'm going to be, if I'm the one who decides that I'm going to interpret my human experience through the filter of I am worthy, my life changes. And once you know that your story is yours to tell, your meaning is yours to claim, once you know that, no one, no circumstance, no happening, no experience can ever take that away from you again.